Yeah, this is Russia Today. It was little article. Putin visits Vietnam for historical friendship to future plans. All right. It says the Russian president has met with his counterpart in Huyong Huyong Ye Huyong Ye or Huyong I, or following his historical trip to Pyongyang, right? And I believe that's the capital of Vietnam. Hanoi, Hanoi, Yo I is the capital of Vietnam, right? So with all that, I'm gonna give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. The elder apostles in Connecticut, the priests, the bishops, the priests, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching the truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect. The elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom, to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This your brother Aram Yehawada with the lesson. Russian President Vladimir Putin has visited Vietnam, heading the top line delegation of signing a dozen strategics like partnerships and cooperation agreement. So the trip following the Russian president's state visit to the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, where a comprehensive new partnership treaty was signed with Kim Jong-un's government in Pyongyang. Putin met with his Vietnamese partners to Lam Prime Minister, I don't know how you say it, Prime Minister Pai Fun Manha Chin Ha, whatever have you say. Speaker Tran Tahash Man, whatever. The General Secretary of Vietnamese Communists Party. Whatever the dude name is. The main topics of the meeting in Hyung I were economic partnerships, trading, scientific and technological cooperations. Right? So basically, he's going around, like I did a lesson on he visited Cuba, right? As they like to say, Cuba, right? Cuba, And and now he's just like strategically making all these moves, signing treaties, right, with all these different nations, right? And this is so they can, you know, make war with that with the very last beast, with the very last beast system in existence, right? You know, because they have a vain opinion that, hey, they may be the next empire to rule after, you know, America falls. But this is the very last. I mean, according to Daniel's, this is the last beast system, right? There were four beast systems that he prophesied about, and this is the very last one, right? And so strategically, he's going around and meeting up because, you know, you're gonna get ready to start war, and it's a certain way that you're supposed to be able to prepare for war, right? The Lord said that you know, one way is to make sure that you have enough money, right? And also, what is he also doing? To do treaties is another way of having, in these meetings, is another way of having counsel, right? So the Lord said, make sure that you have enough money, and then also make sure that you counsel. You have a counsel before you go to war, right? So yeah, so this is Luke 14:28. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, right? You got to count the cost to what's going on, right? Which I believe America's not doing that. I believe the you know, the international bankers, which you're the international bankers, you deal with cash flow, war, money, and what it costs. But overall, you're not looking at, they're not looking at what it costs, right? Right? Counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it, right? And that's, I believe they're not doing that, right? You know, less happily after he have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, right? In which this is gonna happen to this new world order. It's gonna seem like you fulfilled everything. That's why the scripture says that he shall fill his he shall fill his belly. At the time he fill his belly, right? Then it's gonna be what? Calamities, right? Just when he thought everything was, his enterprise was a success, right when he's feeling this when the Lord is going to allow it all to collapse, right at the very end. It should seem like you're laying down everything, the foundation is good, everything, but less happily after he layeth the foundation, right? The New World Order, you're laying down the foundation of this New World Order, right? Even Vladimir Putin and all of them, they're all cahoots of the New World Order too. But the Lord is raising them up at the same time to come against you. So it's like on one hand, you guys are playing a game where you're all in cahoots as far as that thing is concerned. But you're against each other too, right? So this is where things are gonna come real. You know, nuclear missiles are real. Ballistic missiles are real. Bullets are real. Guns are real. And eventually, hey, the Lord said he's going to have you in derision, right? You're going to fight against each other, right? And there's nothing new under the sun, because the Lord, you're known as the Assyrians also, right? And you're not just Babylon the Great, right? You're not just spiritually Sodom, spiritually Edom. You're also known as the Assyrians, right? And the Lord had the Assyrians fight against each other for what? For the Israelites' sake. And this is what's going to happen again, right? But the least of the flock shall draw you out, right? And I'm not, hey, it sounds like a broken record right about now. But I love to mention it. I love to mention it because that's ultimately what it is. These international bankers, the Bilderbergs, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, right? All these bankers, these people got all this money. While you have fighting all these wars, they're still taking tax money out of America for them, right? If you were smart, you would say, hey, for now, you don't have to pay us any money. Put it into your military, put it into the people, make sure that they're happy, make sure that the gas is at a certain level so that people don't trip. It keeps everything so we can have everything the way we need it. Now, oh look, oh, they are helping out the veterans. Oh, they are helping out those who serve the military. But a lot of people are saying how you don't help out. Why? Because that money has to go over to the small hatters, to the Jewish people, right? The J peoples, right? Right? Which J is only 400 to 500 years old. Which the letter J don't exist, right? It's made up. So this explains to you about these people that, the small hatter. It's all made up. It's all fictitious. And who they are, right? Right? Because we're Hebrew Israelites. That's not how you would say it in the Hebrew. You would not say Judah. You would say Yahweh, right? You would not say Israel. You would say Yasha'Allah, right? But no here and there, because I will go on forever, right? But the least of the flock is going to draw you out. That's ultimately what that is. So you're building this foundation for the New World Order, and the least of the flock is going to draw you out. But Putin, he's being smart. He's counting the cost. That's why he's going to these different places, and is not able to finish it, right? All that behold, which, right? Everybody feast your eyes, look, pay attention, because what? The revolution is going to be televised. It's going to be very televised when this place called America, Babylon the Great, is completely wiped off the map, and the lines of confusion are no longer there, and you see a great big lake of fire, and then of course, in the kingdom, thousands and thousands of years later of it burning, it will be you will see a wasteland, just a desert with desert creatures, with doleful creatures, right? And it says, and yeah, when everybody's gonna look at it, and everybody's gonna mock, right? Beginning to mock him, right? And all these people in the world are gonna mock America, man, right? It says, you have become weak as we? Have you become weak as we? The one did shake nations. Hey, they're gonna start mocking you, right? Saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish it. So this man was trying to do the New World Order, put the charagma in people's hands. You can't buy and sell unless you have this charagma, right? And everything's digital. The digital wallet, everything's digital. So we know that this thing we're in the digital age, which they've been showing you this forever, right? They had the corruption back in the 60s. And they've been showing you in these movies pretty much since the 60s. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. even to this very day, they're showing you, right? So someone's coming with some simpleton stuff that the mark of the beast is something else besides the RFID chip, right, or the digital wallet, right, as they call it. Then you're sadly mistaken, man. Right, which is gonna be in your hand. It's gonna be, Karagma, Karax, and Graphel, right? It's the actual mark. It's going to be put into you through the delivery system, through the needle, whatever, however it gets put into you, right? And then it's going to have your and Graphel, which is writings, graph information, right? So, or what king, right? Because this is ultimately what Putin is doing. What king going to make war, right? We got World War III on the horizon, right? Very soon. So this is what's going on, right? So what king goes to make war against another king, right? Which he's the king, of Gog, right? Right? Meshach Tubal, right? King of Gog. To Gog. Right? And against the king of Babylon, right? Which are two Edomites, technically, right? Satan warring against Satan, right? And he proved it. He went into to his archives, his deep thing, and showed, hey, no, we know the true image of the Lord, which he said Jesus, which, like I said, we know the letter J is only 4,500 years old. It's made up. It's a made up word, made up letter. I mean, it's right. But he showed who the true Yahushai, right? The true image of Yahushai is a so-called black man, right? Of the Lord, right? The Son of God who died on the cross was a so-called black man, right? Which real name is Yahushai, and he only died for Israel, but the elect of Israel, more important, to bring back all of Israel, right? And it says, and sitteth not down first, and consulteth, rather he be able with 10,000 to make him that cometh against him with 20,000. Right? So if there's a great multitude, which when you're dealing with China and Russia, and just the multitude that China has, and then they're allying with India, which is another big bulk of people, right? All these things is what America and what Israel, right? The Israelis are not doing. They're not doing that because you're completely outnumbered. Your money is not correct, right? Which is understandable why you're gonna fail. You try to put tariffs on Russia, right? And they've made more money than ever. They said you put the tariffs on them. He said he started kicking production up higher, and actually made more money. And so the tariffs that you were applying on him didn't affect him because he was making more money than what was going out as far as taxes or tariffs, right? So the little tariffs or the taxes you were putting on him, it didn't really even matter. But then it didn't matter even furthermore because they're saying, hey, look, let's just not even deal with the dollar altogether because they're weaponizing the dollar. And hey, I refuse to be a fool. So everybody's stepping away from the dollar. So not only is your dollar declining, now there's people who don't want to use it. So that takes even more power away from your dollar. But yet you're trying to make war. But Vladimir Putin, hey, he's going around the world and having counsel with people and saying, hey, look, me and you connect, this and that. Let's connect. Vietnam has plenty of people too. I mean, you're talking, you're talking. I think India has like about 2 or 3 billion. China has about 2 or 3 billion, and I believe Vietnam is about close to about 1 billion people, and that's not including the people of Russia. That's not including the people of South Africa. You're completely outnumbered, outgunned, out. Your what is it? Your currency, your currency is weak. You're completely outclassed altogether. But let's continue the war. Let's continue. Hey, but this is all, orchestrated by the Most High. You know what I mean? You should consider whether you got 10,000 people to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000. So hey, they got way more people dealing with the bricks, right? Or else will the other is yet a great ways off. He sendeth an ambassador, or like ambassador, like an ambassador, and declareth and desireth conditions of peace, right? Which even Vladimir, he's offered that too. He got way more money, or his value of his money it was low for a moment, but because people are not using the dollar, and the dollar is the value of his money is increasing, and your money is decreasing, and then he's gathering more people for the battle than you, right? So you're looking in a bad situation. So he's doing what he's supposed to do. According to the Bible, he's on point. Biblically, this is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, so this is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 6. For by wise counsel, Salakia, by wise counsel, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have counsel, right? You're supposed to have wise counsel. Thus shall make thy war, right? So if you're going to go to war, you're going to have counsel. You're going to go around, you're going to make allies, you're going to have counsel. Hey, let's do this, things that benefit us as we're doing. We're going to make a treaty between me and you, and our treaty, we're going to say what benefits us as far as this treaty. And we're going to trade between me and you. We're going to do this, with this and that. Hey, and if America ever come against you, they're coming against me, right? Because now my money, because we're trading, that gets in the way of me making my money. So that's like them fighting me when they're fighting you, because if you're in war with them, you can't send me my goods, or you can't make me my money. So now I have to intervene in the situation, and it's going to be beneficial for us to what? Make a treaty. It's going to be beneficial for us to have a strategic partnership, right? And this is what Putin is doing, right? Under counsel. For by wise counsel thus shall make thy war, and in the multitude of counselors there is safety, right? You're gonna make sure that you're doing the right thing and going according to, okay, well, let's do this, that. Let's make safety nets. What if you need this? We'll snap. Oh, you need this. Oh, you need defense. Okay, well, look, I got these S-400s. That, man, they're bad. One of the baddest missile defense system. Oh, you got some oil. You got whatever precious metals or whatever you got, or or let's just, it don't even matter. Here, just take these S400s and we'll work out the trading and everything we need to do later. Hey, just step into this BRICS nation thing and we'll do our trading. And you know, as long as we're cutting off this American dollar, let's just do that. Let's be in agreement with that. As long as we're in agreement with it. This is almost like what he's doing, right? And this place is in trouble, man. Right? America, Babylon the Great, or also Assyria, right? Matter of fact, hopefully I don't forget about that, because this place is also Assyria, right? It says wisdom, right? I said wise. I accidentally said wisdom when I said I meant to say wise, but wisdom is what you talk about. Wise, wisdom, wise, wisdom is too high for a fool, and that's these international bankers, man. The small hatters, they're just foolish, man. America, Babylon the Great, right? These Babylonians, right? Daughter of Babylon, they're foolish, man. Right? They're not looking into having counsel, whether they got enough money, whether they got enough people, whether what's going on, right? And then they could see that this is on the world stage, right? You can go to any article on the world stage and everybody know that this is going on. But what are you doing? Nothing. You're being greedy. You're still taking the money from the people. You're still taking money from the place that's meant to so-called defend you. Hey, not smart at all. He says, yeah, wisdom is too high for a fool. He opened not his mouth in the gate, right? They don't want to know God. They don't want to know the Most High, right? Or they don't know. No one's stepping up to say, hey, you know what? Let's have this peace. Let's all have peace. Let not just peace in the Middle East. Let's have just peace, just in general, because intercontinental ballistic missiles is not going to be just in the Middle East, right? This whole thing of peace in the Middle East, man, this is going to be, you know. But the Lord has already made it where, hey, you have nothing to say with the, you have nothing to say within the gates, because why? You're the Edomites. You know that you're even though you sought for the blessing, you Esau was put by, right? You're not gonna get it, so you're not gonna seek them. You're gonna just go on your path as far as your new world order. He that deviseth to do evil, right? Hey, the new world order is very evil. To put the charagma in people is very evil, man. But this is what you want to do. Shall be called a mischievous person, right? And that's Esau, Edom, the mischievous person, right? Yeah, because it says if you should be a profane person, such as Esau, and that goes into being mischief too. But profane, it was outside the temple, right? Now that's definitely mischief, right? Because all you do is cause people to fall, right? And the thoughts of the foolishness, the thought of the foolishness is sin, right? Think you're just gonna rule let me just charagma everybody and I'm gonna rule the world forever. You know, we're gonna bypass prophecy somehow if we do this. You know what I mean? We're gonna offset prophecy, and we're gonna make God, the creator of you, me, and everything that is in existence, we're gonna make him a liar, right? That's a very foolish thing, and it's definitely sin. And the scorner is an abomination to men, and to God, and to the Most High, right? For it says, if thus faint in the day of adversity, right? And that's what you're going to do, man. America's going to faint in the day of adversity. All your soldiers, everything, this money, the monetary system, everything is going to faint in the day of adversity, right? Even your charagma is going to fail, right? The new world order is going to fail in the day of adversity. Thy strength is small, man, and that's ultimately what it is. The least of the flock should draw you out, and it's small, and you're being also being despised amongst all the other nations, man. Have you become weak as we? That's what they're gonna say, man. Right? Let the weak say I'm strong. That's what the Lord said. Hey, now they got nuclear missiles, right? They're not afraid of the big bad wolf anymore, man. Right? It's what they say. It's no fun when the rabbit got the gun, right? It says if thus forbear, right? Because now once things start falling apart, you're gonna wish you didn't do it. And that's why the Lord said He's going to send someone who's not going to accept your gold or your silver. Because once you see everything starting to collapse and everybody's against you, you're going to start trying to give them gold and silver and all this other stuff. And you may forbear. And if thus forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, right? So, hey, you're drawing these people out to the battle. And now you make up, oh, no, oh, Lord, I don't want to, oh, man, I don't want to do that. You know what, hey, bro, I don't want to fight no more now. You know what I'm saying? Let's call peace. You know what I'm saying? Let's, hey, it's too late for all that, right? And thus, that are, and those, Salaki, and those that are ready to be slain. Hey, they're going to, hey, that's what's going to happen to this, U.S. military. They are ready to be slain. There ain't gonna be no pulling it back now. Your things all falling apart. Now it ain't gonna be no pulling it back, right? Right? You're gonna be able to change your mind all of a sudden. And if thus saith, behold, we know it. We knew it not. Doeth not he that pondereth the heart consider, right? Consider it. Who pondereth the heart? The Most High, Yahweh, right? The Most High, Yahweh pondereth the heart. Yeah, so this is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart, right? Heart meaning lab, which is your mind, is in the hand of Yahweh, right? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. As the rivers of water, He turneth it whithersoever He will. So it's all on the Most High's will, whether you think wickedness or righteousness. It's based on the Lord, how you're thinking. Wow, man, that's why you got to fear the living power, man. But Esau has no fear. The international banker has no fear, right? Putin seems like he tried to have some fear, but it ain't in him. He's an Edomite, right? He's a different type of Edomite, but nonetheless, I mean, he's Edom, man. You can't turn a crooked thing. What the Lord meant to be crooked, who could turn it straight? No one could turn him straight, right? He got some more upright ways than the rest of Edom, but he's still an Edomite at the end of the day, right? However, every way, Salakia, every way of a man is right in his own eyes, and that's Esau all day, and that's every man, but definitely Esau. These international bankers, you think everything is right in your own eyes. What you're doing is the right thing to do, right? But here it is. But Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, pondereth the hearts, right? The minds. The Lord, a He looks at what you're thinking, but then the Lord controls what you think, so He knows what you're thinking, right? That's a cold game right there, right? To wait, I might as well finish that, huh? Because I was going to do judge to do justice and judgment is more acceptable to Yahweh than sacrifice, right? So, you know what I'm saying? And that's ultimately what the Lord does, man. He does justice, right? Because you have to set things aright. That's justice. And when you setting forth things aright, as far as justice, guess what comes after? Judgment, right? Yeah, so this is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished, right? These are things that's coming upon the earth. And this is the point I was looking for. Behold, which means feast your eyes, look, pay attention. I will stir up the Medes, right? Which is dealing with over there. That's talking about Russia, right? Gog and Magog, dealing with the Medes, that area that where Gog and Magog is at, was that land of Russia, right? Russia, right, being chief, right, and then prince, chief prince, Russia, right. Yeah, Russia, Nasir, right. Russia, yeah. That's for before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Salakia, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, Salakia, which shall not regard, this is the point I was making, shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Right? Right. So to get back here, because that's what I was saying, because, you may try to forbear, right? Like I said in verse 11, coming back here to Proverbs 24:11, you may try to forbear going to war once you realize everything is falling apart. Oh, no, no, no. Hey, but it's going to be too late. These are people that's not going to regard your silver, and as for your gold, hey, man, forget about it. They don't want nothing to do with any of that. They don't want nothing to do with the American dollar, anything. They don't want nothing to do with anything you got to do, even if you're just giving them precious metals. You know what? I don't want to deal with the petrodollar. I got some precious metals I'll give you. Not, hey, look, you already went too far. Now we gotta slay you. Now we gotta put you to the sword, right? Via gun, ballistic missile, things that get shot out of the rockets, ICBM missiles that get shot out of the what is it called? The submarines, out of the silos from Russia, right? Hey, they're not. Hey, you're finding yourself very what is it called? Not of use, right? You're useless, right? No one wants you anymore. But the Lord pondereth the mind, because go back to that, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to slaughter, you're going to be trying to look, but the Lord pondereth the mind, the mind of the kings of Lob, the heart is in the Lord's hand. He pondereth the thoughts, the hearts of king. He consider all the things that you've said and all the things you have done, right? I will kill my father I'll kill my brother after my father's death, right? And here you are, hey, killing Jake every day, and you want to control the world, and you don't care. You know what I mean? So it says, and he that keepeth thy soul, right? The Lord control whether you live or you die. He's the one who keepeth your soul, right? Doeth not know it. Like, so he don't know what you're doing. He don't know the schemes, the scams that you're doing, that you're trying to push forth the charagma, that you're trying to push forth the New World Order, right? Right? Either if you're Putin, because that's what you're doing. You're going to go into the digital dollar too. Though I'm going to back my thing up with all these precious mirror. No, why are you going into Africa? You're doing exactly what they did, but you're going about promising them these different things. But once America's gone, once all these other things, what stops you from being the big bad wolf or the bully? Because China is already over there bullying, smacking people in the face and doing all sorts of stuff, right? All outside of their homeland, and they're doing all sorts of things in Africa and Jamaica and all different places. Wherever Jake is at, they're licking the wounds, man. So, hoping to be that next superpower, but this is it for all that, man. This is the Esau Edom, the fourth beast system, the last beast system. That's it, right? But like, yeah. And you didn't think the Lord considered all the things that you think about? Doeth not he know it? And shall not he render to every man according to his works? Should not the Most High punish you to everything that you've done? Whether you're good, you're evil, whatever is going on. And he's only raising up the meeks to destroy you. But ultimately, it's going to destroy the meeks. It's going to, Yeah, so this is 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verse 20. And they rose early in the morning and went forth into the wilderness of Tika, as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, "Hear me, O Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem," right? Which all 12 tribes, right? Northern kingdom or southern kingdom and northern kingdom, right? Believe in Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, your power, right? At that time they didn't really speak about Yahweh Shai, but we know Yahweh Shai was always there. He's always in the midst, right? So that's why we're saying it now, because we know more than our teachers. We know more than the prophets knew at that time. They didn't know that Yahweh Shai was coming to die, and now we believe and we know that our Messiah has came and risen and is on the right hand of the Father, and we're looking for his second coming, right? Because it's madness to be look how the world is in shambles right now, and look what's going on. The charagma is about the charagma is here, and you're looking for the first coming of the Lord. That is insane. Let me yeah. So believe in Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, your power, so shall ye be established. And see, that's what we're praying. That's what we hope for us to be established, man. So we can have our customs and do our things the way it's meant to be done, man. Right? We're trying to hold on to the laws to the best of our ability, but the laws don't save us. But it is our customs, so we try to do some things so we can get familiar with our customs, man. Right? As we're rehearsing the righteous acts, and rehearsing is it's becoming familiar with our customs. But we're never going to be fully familiar with our customs until the Lord comes, right? Until the Lord sets up Jerusalem, right? Believe his prophets, and that's ultimately what we're here for, man. We're here to give you the truth so you could believe us, man. We could believe what the Most High said, and we're just his mouthpiece. We're not the Most High, but we're his mouthpiece. We're going to give you what the Lord said. We're going to give you what they call the straight skinny. We're going to give you the truth, man. Right? Right? No additives, no preservatives, nothing. We're going to give you what the Most High said. So shall ye prosper. See, and that's ultimately what we're saying, man. Believe in what we're saying and understand what we're saying, because it's not our own thing. It's the Most High's thing. And you shall prosper. And when he had consulted with the people, he appointed singers unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and that should praise the beauty of holiness as they went out before the army, and to say, praise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, for his mercy endureth forever. And when they begun to sing and to praise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, set ambushments against the children of Ammon, right? Because you got the so-called Japanese, right? Ammon. And Moab, which is the Chinese, right? And right now, so-called Ammon is linked up with Esau, right? They're his allies right now, which is Japan, right? Ammon, which is Japanese, they're so-called allies with America, but the Lord is going to have it all back the way it was, like how it's going to say right here. And Ammon and Moab and Mount Seir went, which came up, which were come against Judah, they were smitten, right? They came out to fight against Judah, right? They came against to fight against Israel, right? But they ended up being what? Smitten. Dead. Smitten means to be killed, right? Smitten. For the children of Ammon and the children of Moab stood up against the inhabitants of Mount Seir, which is Esau, right? Mount Seir is Esau, right? And hey, it's all going to happen all over again. Utterly to slay and to destroy them. So you hey man. So we're not gonna this all this thing is like the Lord has all the king's mind in his hands. So ultimately, what's gonna happen is we're not really even gonna have to fight like that, man. I mean, we're gonna have to endure to the end, but hey, you're gonna utterly come against your own self. Like right here, you had your allies. These were your allies. That's why the Lord said there's no understanding in him. Your allies, your own allies are gonna. It happened before, right? And there's nothing new under the sun. Your allies are gonna come against you again, Esau, Mount Seir. These were your allies. They came against you, right? And stood up against the inhabitants of Mount Seir, utterly to slay and to destroy them. And when they had made an end of the inhabitants of Seir, every one helped to destroy another, right? And now they're going to continue to keep fighting. And that's what that's what World War III is all about, man. You're going to fight each other, man. So even though he's coming with all this counsel and all these other things, and which that's what you should do. You know, you're creating these different alliances and this and that. But the Lord said he's stirring up the Medes to come against Babylon, to come against, you know, the daughter of Babylon, which is America, right? AKA America, right? And you're going to stand up and you're going to fight against your own selves. Help to destroy each another, destroy another. And Jerusalem and Judah, Slakia, and Judah, and when Judah, Slakia, and when Judah came towards the watchtower, right? And that's ultimately, basically the Lord said that we should only see the reward of the wicked. You know, the brothers have that drawing because the brother said he had a dream that he was in a chariot and the chariot had a glass floor and he was able to see the reward of the wicked and see that the lake of fire from the chariot, right? Right? And this is symbolic to that. This is the Lord showing you the end from the beginning, but then he's using a real scenario, a real situation as into how he's going to deliver you. And then he did it then, and he's going to do it now. And you're going to see the World War III, you're going to see these people fighting, you're going to be in a chair, you're going to look down, you're going to look to your right, because that's going to be the east, or whatever, and you're going to see them fighting, you're going to see the missiles hit, you're going to look to your left, and it's going to be the lake of fire on your left. Right? You know? And that's what it's saying. In the wilderness. And what's America known as? America's known as the wilderness. It's our wilderness. Right? And in the wilderness, they looked, and the multitude, and behold, they were dead bodies fallen to the earth, and none escaped, right? And it tells you that nobody's going to escape the ICBM missiles here in America, and nor are you going to escape the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, man, right? The valley of Jehoshaphat, right? And crazy, that's what they're talking about. The king of Jehoshaphat, right? The king of Judah. And that's where you're going to go. You're going to go to the valley of Jehoshaphat to have World War III, and you're going to fight amongst yourselves and you're going to destroy yourselves. And then the chariots, of course, the chariots are going to come, and you're going to fight against the chariots. You're going to join together. That's what, what's his name? Ronald Reagan said, wouldn't we put aside our differences? And if someone comes from out of outer space, wouldn't we come together and fight? And that's what you're going to do, and you're going to be destroyed. Only dust and smell of smoke. So call Lawyer Yahweh, Basham, Yahweh Shai, Basham, Rakal Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elder bishops, to the elder apostles like in Connecticut, to the elder bishops, the priests, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To you sisters, you Akhwathim, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and a Baba Ball.